Hello, it is Dr. Amjad Mahmood from Allama Iqbal Open University, Pakistan. In this video, we will discuss some very basic elements of JavaScript. Remember, JavaScript is a case-sensitive language. That is, uppercase and lowercase letters are considered to be different. So be careful when writing your JavaScript code. We start our discussion today with variables. A variable can be considered to be a container that can hold a value. A value can be a number, it can be character, string, or an object. A variable is made up of letters, digits, underscores, and dollar signs, but it must start with a letter. Any variable that we use in our program, it must be declared. A variable is declared with a reserved word var, as you can see on this slide. So we have declared variable v1, and a variable can also be given some initial value when you declare it. As you can see on the second line, var variable, v1 equal 10. We have another variable str and its initial value is hello. You can also declare more than one variables with a single var statement, but make sure that each variable is separated with a comma. Note one thing, if you are already familiar with some other programming languages like C++ and Java, that when you are declaring the variables in JavaScript, you do not specify the type of the variable. JavaScript will extract the type of a variable from the value that you give to a variable. So do not give any type to a variable. Simply you have to tell these are the variables that you are going to use in your program. JavaScript provides a rich set of arithmetic operators to construct arithmetic expressions. Here is the list of arithmetic operators available in JavaScript. So these operators, as you can see, are available in all the programming languages. So we have addition, subtraction, a star is used for multiplication. Then we have the division, increment, decrement, and modulus operator, basically which gives you the remainder when you divide two numbers. So from the example, you can also see that how we write an expression. For example, x plus y is the first expression. So whatever value of x is, it will be added into the value of y, and then the result will be saved in my variable sum. Similarly, you can use other operators. They are quite familiar operators, as you have seen in your mathematics also, except the two operators what we call the increment and decrement. The increment operator, x plus plus, for example, it increases the value of the variable by 1. So once you say x plus plus, it will increase the value of x by 1, and the decrement operator decreases the value of the variable by 1. Of course, you can do these things just by writing y is equal to y minus 1. So this is a shorthand notation for writing y is equal to y minus 1 or x is equal to x plus 1. An assignment statement then can be used to store the result of an expression in a variable, as we have seen in our examples. So you have an expression will be evaluated, and whatever the result of the expression is, it can be saved in a variable for later use or processing or displaying on your monitor. So how to write the assignment statement? Basically, it's very simple. What you only have to do, write the variable in which you want to store the value of the expression on the left hand side, then put the equal sign, and then on the right hand side you will be writing the expression, as you can see from these examples. So an expression is written as variable equal expression. You see some example, var x is equal to 2. So 2 is a constant. It's a very simple expression. And if you look at the last example, which says s is equal to x plus y, of course the expression can be as complex as you need them to be, as your logic or the program logic dictates you, and then it will be evaluated and the result will be saved in the variables. So in this video lecture, we have seen some very basic elements of JavaScript. For example, what is a variable? How do you declare the variables? How you write the expressions by using arithmetic operators? And then how do we write an assignment statement where the value of an expression is saved in a variable for a later use? So let's see that how do we use the variables and the expressions and the assignment statement in a simple HTML document which has some small JavaScript in it. So we write our document, and this time we are going to write the JavaScript code within the body section for the demonstration purposes. Of course, you can take that code out of the body section and put it into the head, or save it in a separate file and then link it to your document. So we start our script with the script tab. We start our script with the script tag specifying the type equal text JavaScript in double quotations. We will be declaring some variables like x, giving it an initial value, in our case 400. Second variable y with its initial value. Then we write an assignment statement where the value of x and y is stored in my variable total. We write another expression where the value of x minus y is stored in my variable difference. And similarly, we can store the product and the division of x and y into our variables, which can later be displayed. We can print these values by using our method document.write. Remember, the document.write method prints a string. Therefore, we are concatenating different strings together to make a string that will be then displayed by document.write method. Of course, in the write method, you can also use the HTML tags, just like we have been using br to give the horizontal line. So we save our script. And see its output in the browser. So it really worked again. So you can see the code has been executed and we can see the result of various expressions that we calculated. So in this video lecture, we discussed very basics of JavaScript elements. We discussed what is a variable, how do we declare the variables, how to write the arithmetic expression and assignment statement. Then we saw a small example in which the JavaScript code was written inside a document and we saw its output. We will continue our discussion on some other important constructs of JavaScript in our coming videos as well. Till then, thank you very much.